Are you working? What kind of work do you do?
I'm going to talk to you about some things that I've learned in my journey. Most from experience, some of them I heard in passing, many of them I'm still practicing, but all of them I do believe are true.
You're listening to Grit and Gain, the podcast for young professionals hungry for success. Join Marco Velasquez as he unpacks over 2 decades of climbing the corporate ladder, sharing lessons, tips, and strategies to help you accelerate your career.
Welcome to Grit and Gain, where your decision to tune in is an investment in your career. Because true success comes from embracing the grit, doing the hard work, and earning the reward. I'd like to start today's conversation with something very important that my senior leader shared with his team just over 1 year ago. During a conversation with his team, Matt shared a powerful truth, one that was genuine, impactful, and designed to resonate and inspire. The seat you're sitting in is rented, and rent is due every day. Now, you might be wondering why I chose to begin today's lesson this way. The reason is straightforward, yet powerful. Unless you have a binding contract with your employer, no role is guaranteed. With evolving industries, economic shifts, and rapid technological advancements, your place in an organization depends on the consistent value you bring to the table. This idea of paying rent with your performance isn't just about keeping a job. It's about understanding that continuous growth and contribution are essential. It's about positioning yourself as indispensable. So many people work incredibly hard to get into a role, but once they're there, they think the journey's over. They assume their success will be based on past achievements. But to truly be valuable to any organization, you must show up every day ready to contribute and make an impact. Now let me tell you about Gabe, a teammate of mine who took the approach that rent is due every day. And he came in with that mindset from day one. Gabe joined the company in a role where he'd have the chance to make a real impact on operational efficiencies. While some new hires might have taken a wait-and-see approach, learning the ropes before making any big moves, Gabe saw his new role as a privilege, an opportunity to establish himself early as a reliable, proactive team player. Instead of easing in slowly, Gabe got to work right away, spending his first few weeks not just learning the systems, but looking for ways to make them better. Within those first 30 days, Gabe had identified a few process bottlenecks and started conversations with his team about small tweaks that could improve reporting, operational efficiencies, and strengthen team collaboration. He didn't do this just to show off or make others feel like they hadn't done enough. He genuinely wanted to make things better for his team and improve the overall workflow. Gabe wasn't just focused on his job. He was focused on making a positive impact, on change that matters. Every day he showed up ready to tackle the results at hand, adapting quickly to the shifting priorities and partnering with colleagues to drive results. He wasn't afraid of the hurdles that naturally came with change. He saw them as chances to prove his capability and dependability, and that's exactly what he did. Gabe became known as a go-getter and someone who treated every task, big or small, as a responsibility and privilege. In fact, by the end of his first month, Gabe's manager and colleagues were already singing his praises. He had established a reputation as a leader and a dependable partner, someone who treated each day as a chance to add value. People around him could count on him to deliver on his commitments, navigate challenges with enthusiasm, and consistently look for ways to lift up the whole team. Here's why Gabe's story is so valuable. When you approach each day as a privilege, a chance to partner with your peers and contribute meaningfully, it doesn't take long for others to recognize you as someone who delivers value. Gabe's focus wasn't just on checking boxes, but on treating his job as a daily opportunity to make a difference. By doing this, he quickly established a personal brand as a reliable, committed, and positive force in his workplace. He took nothing for granted, and his success followed naturally from that dedication. This story shows that if you come into a new role or organization with the understanding that rent is due every day, you set the tone for others to see you as a valuable asset early on. And in an environment where things are always changing, having someone like Gabe, who's willing to tackle challenges head on and stay adaptable, makes all the difference. Here's why I'm sharing this story and lesson with you. You can take charge of your career path no matter what external changes come your way. When you approach your work with a mindset of consistent contribution, you're not just securing your role, you're also strengthening your reputation and building trust with colleagues and leaders. You know, at the end of the day, no one is going to pay your rent for you. It's up to you to recognize the rent is due every day, to show up, put in the work, and make sure that you're paying it on time, every time. When you treat each day as a chance to deliver, to raise the bar on your own contributions, and to strengthen your value within your team and organization, that's when real progress happens. So tomorrow, when you sit down at your desk or walk into the office, remember, this is your chance to prove that you're not just occupying a seat, you're earning it every single day. With our next lesson, our next episode, we'll take this a step further and explore what to do if you're paying that daily rent with high performance, but still not seeing the career returns you expect. We'll dive into how you can assess when it's time to consider new opportunities, either within your organization or beyond.
Thanks for tuning in to Grit and Gain. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to rate the podcast and share it with a friend or colleague who's looking to grow their career. For more ways to fuel your career, visit gritandgain.com. And don't forget to email your questions or suggestions to gritandgainhq@gmail.com. Keep pushing forward. Embody the grit, earn the gain.